Is this where I want to be? Is this where I want to end up? Feeling the stress and anxiety? Drama on top of drama. Can't get no sleep. Don't even eat. Is this the right mindset for me? Is this right for my mental? Is this right for me?
Hello and welcome. This is Therapy Session with me, your girl Zodi, where we will be discussing different topics including depression and anxiety in today's society. So please join me, take a seat, and opening up in Therapy Session with me, your girl Zodi.
In the workplace, so segregation, racism is always going to be here forever, no matter how hard we try to change it. And it's it irks me a little bit. So there was one time when I had a job that required me, obviously, I don't know if everybody's dealt with this, but I was working at a call center. I'm pretty sure everybody at some point in their life was working at a call center. But the thing that really kind of irked me and, kind of pissed me off a little bit when I was working in a call center is how the customers would treat, black people over the phone. And I'll be called a nigger or a nigga half the time over the phone. It really kind of pissed me off to the fact that I really, truly, honestly wanted to, curse one of the customers out. And at that point, I didn't really give a shit. I really didn't, because I was at that point where I wanted to quit my job. And what I noticed at my call center job, how my boss, he was black, and he, to me, and I'm gonna say this with the honest truth, he was sucking the white man's dick. That's how I see it as, because he would treat his employees like shit, and most of us were black. So when COVID first started, they obviously didn't give a shit about our health at all, because the way we were sitting is we were close knit to each other, but of course we were wearing masks. But to me, as a person, it's like, okay, you got this disease, this virus going on, spreading. What in your right mind would not make you think, oh, my employees, I gotta make sure that they're okay. So while now I just, kind of send them home and they can work from home. Well, to me, that's just my mindset. But, and I'm gonna say it, this black nigga decided to wait, like a year to let us go home during COVID, and it's been spreading widely. And to me, the whole company really didn't give a shit about our health, because they clearly said that we were essential workers. And to me, I don't think that's fucking essential, the work I was doing. Either you let us go home, or I'm finna just dip out, because this is this is retarded, and I'm concerned about my health, what I could possibly get. Y'all obviously didn't give a shit about our health, so you waited a year. It's like, oh yeah, let's go ahead and send them home with their computers and whatnot, and they can just work from home. But why wait a year, motherfuckers, to do that shit? Y'all should have thought about this before, like actually, really, y'all should have thought about this before this happened. What if a disease, like, do we have a plan intact just in case this may happen to us? That's the way I look at things like that. If I was, a business owner and I had employees, what can I do to make sure that my employees are safe and sound just in case something like this could happen and it could spread? But they didn't really think about that because obviously they didn't give two shits about their employees. And at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna deal with this bullshit ass job. I'm not gonna deal with this raunchy white dick sucking motherfucker anymore. I'm gonna quit. And the with me, at every single job that I've worked at, I make sure that I do my job and I take my ass home. And they always seem to want to ask me to stay. Fuck off. Why would you think that I would want to stay in this type of establishment where you treat your employees like shit? And it also affects my fucking mental. Why would I want to keep continuing to work for a person like you? Like, why the fuck would I want to do that? I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that. I was so close to fucking cussing somebody out. So close. But I say, you know what? I'm too good of a person for that and I'm going to leave respectively. And that's exactly what I did. So, how do you know, like, if you don't know, that you're being sexually harassed at the workplace? Honestly, repeated compliments of employee, commenting on attractive others in front of employee, discussing one's sex life in front of an employee, asking employee about his or her sex life, circulating nude photos, making sex jokes, sending sexual suggestive, leaving unwanted gifts, spreading sexual rumors, repeated hugs or unwanted touching, all that type of stuff. That would be like sexual harassment at the workplace. Now, going down the line with me, and I honestly wish I should have said something, but at the time I was like, whatever, it's whatever. Now, one time when now I see that was sexual harassment was when I was working at a church. I told you guys about like the very first episode. Um, and it was one of my coworkers who tried to kiss me, and I was like, no. It was another thing that he said also when he came into the break room. He was just like, he said something about my boobs. I'm just like, okay, that's weird, but whatever. And then one of my ex best friends who was working with me at the church, she had told me about the same person was in one of the rooms with her and he pulled out his dick. And I was like, okay, that's what we're doing now. I just I just feel like men just think they can just do or say anything they want to a woman and don't give a fuck about it at all. And it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, seriously, you really honestly think you can talk to me any type of way? Like, I feel like I'm gonna put like hide like a hidden camera somewhere, like in my bra, or like a mic. So every time like I work at a workplace, some guy say something sexual, bitch, I got you on camera. I heard what the fuck he said. And with me, I have a problem. Like, and I can't help that, but I can't. I'm a Libra, and so I'm very like tending on like flirting, and I can't help that. I mean, I can, but I can't. Like, it's annoying with me. Like, I'm prone to like flirting, and it's bad on my part because it can get me into like a bad situations and shit. But I try to keep my distance with men at work because I don't want to deal with horrible situations that could possibly happen to me again. Um, but some stories dealing with sexual harassment is one. Her name was Alina. She was an executive assistant. Her boss, Aaron frequently asked Alina to join him for dinner after work so that they can go over his agenda on other items. And these conversations quickly turned personal when Aaron asked Alina about her dating history and sexual preferences. during the workday, Elena catches Aaron staring at her for long periods of time while she works. Aaron sends Elena a late night text saying that he liked what she wore to work that day or that he can't stop thinking about her. Aaron also makes a habit of stopping by Elena's office after everyone else has left for the day to complain about his non existent sex life with his wife. Elena makes it clear that Aaron's conduct is not appropriate and tries to leave, but he stands in front of the doorway saying that he just needs someone to be nice to him. Aaron's unwanted sexual conduct continued to escalate over the course of several months. So again, that is one example of sexual harassment that can be identified, especially in the workplace. Now, side note, many people may find their potential significant other in the workplace. Because what I've also noticed that with me, if I like somebody at my job, I mean, you're going to be prone to, if you find that person attractive and they find you attractive and all this stuff, you're most likely prone to go out with that person because, as our statistics say, if you see that person probably mostly every day, you're more likely prone to be attracted to that person, whether you notice it or not. And to me, I have noticed it. Especially when I was talking about, he's never gonna hear this anyway, David, um, at the church, um, you know, saw him a lot, and I was attracted to him, and I didn't go through with it due to the fact that I was his supervisor. So that, to me, that would have made it kind of weird. So I was like, I'm not gonna go on with this. I said, if I leave, then maybe. So when I did end up leaving the church, I told him that I liked him. And y'all know the story or whatever if y'all heard the second episode. He told me he liked me, and I really honestly wanted to go out with him, but it didn't work out. And I knew that he liked me because we would always be alone together sometimes and we have deep conversations and shit. But that's neither here or there. We're not talking to him anymore. But like I said, all in all, in the workplace, it can be somewhat overwhelming depending on how you see things or how you're being treated or how people talk to you. It can be it's a very overwhelming, especially for your mental state and your physical state and how you eat and your health, all that stuff. Because honestly, I barely eat at work. I eat one meal a day and I'm on my feet probably like 10, 10 hours, 10, 12 hours. I remember one time I was I was there from 8 to 8 or 8 to 9. It was just terrible, and I didn't eat anything the next day. Like I didn't eat anything when I got home. I said I'm too fucking tired to eat, and it was ridiculous, and I felt horrible. But I must end it with this. Like, it's very important that you be very mindful of how you're being treated and how people talk to you at your job because you have your own mind. Because at the end of the day, if you leave, they're going to replace you. So basically, they don't give a shit about you because to them, you're replaceable. They can have anybody take your spot if you end up leaving. Really, honestly, truly. But yeah. But today, my friends, we're going to end it with the poem. I have to fight for me. This place ain't worth my mental, physical, critical. Co-workers ain't shit. Boss ain't shit. Do I have to sit and bleed working for the man when I need to be working for me? All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, if you ever want to talk to me, I would absolutely love that. Seriously, I would absolutely enjoy wanting to talk to you guys and see how your mental and your physical, everything is going for you. How are you feeling? How are your relationships going for you? I really want to know. Like, I really want to talk to you guys because I feel like we're on the same boat. If you're going through shit, we're all going through shit. This world is full of horrible things. So, like I said, if you have anything to say, I'm like always here to listen. I'm an open book. I will speak my mind and not give a fuck if anybody likes my opinions or not. I'm gonna talk. But yeah, guys, so please again make sure you do follow me on my social media platforms. And if you have anything to say to me, I will gladly, like, it'll be much appreciated. But yeah, so I'm sending all of my love to each and every one of my listeners that do stay tuned in with me, Zodi. But again, this has been Therapy Session with me, Zodi. I love you guys. I'm out. Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Therapy Session with me, your girl Zodi. Make sure that you follow me on all my social platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also follow me on Spotify. Again, this is Therapy Session with me, your girl Zodi.